Mikey's. Today we're doing a fun video, okay? And I was thinking let's keep it low-key because if you can't tell by the sound of my voice, I am sick. Just like a tiny bit. So I'm a bit sick and I'm having a bad hair day and I'm having a bad skin day. So that's why the base is like completely not there. It's like minimal makeup today because my skin is freaking the fuck out today. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I thought today we could do a 25 books I want to read in the year of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ 2025. And I saw Larry Reeds do this. I think a lot of other creators did this too. Putting myself in with the word creator is a weird thing. I don't know if I'm used to that yet, but I guess, technically, I guess. But anyways, today we're doing 25 books I want to read in 2025. Some of these I have already. Some of these are yet to be released in the year 2025, which I'm really excited for. So let's get on to the video. Fucking YouTube swing, what the? Start with the books I physically have. So I have all these that I really want to read this year because some of these I have owned going on 2019 and I still haven't read, or some of these are even rereads because my little teenage mind didn't comprehend it and just like skip through the pages. So the first book or series I want to read this year is I don't know which series this is, the Never After series by Emily McIntyre. This is Hooked, the first book in the series, which I have read. I've read Hooked and Scarred, but I've read them so long ago, I really want to reread them and just reread the whole series because I've heard such good things about the future books. So this is Hooked. I'm not going to go in depth with the descriptions because mostly some of these books I really just want to read because of the vibes and people's testimonials. So Hooked is basically, the whole Never After series is just fairy tale or Disney retellings where the villain gets a girl, and Hooked, if you can't tell, is obviously about Hook from Peter Pan getting Wendy. The next book is Air of Fire. This I did mention in my January TBR video, which I haven't even started and we're already in the middle of Jan. So this is Air of Fire. I really want to read the whole Throne of Glass series this year, so I just need to pick up where I left off with Air of Fire. Then the next book I want to read this year, which I got last year because I was so obsessed with the show, is My Lady Jane. My Lady Jane is a retelling about Lady Jane Grey from into time period, but I wanted to read this because I really enjoy the new Prime show. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's so good. And this is just the book version, and I really want to read this book because I really love the show, and you know, they say the book is always better. The series has been cancelled though, which is really disappointing. Prime, count your motherfucking days. I'm coming for you because that's my favorite show ever and I loved it so much. You better bring it back. Like Netflix, please someone pick it up. Please. I just need you guys. I need help. The next book I want to read this year, which has been out for going on years now, and that's The Cruel Prince. Okay? I did read this. I read The Cruel Prince and I've read The Wicked King. Can I tell you what it's about? No. That's why I want to reread it because people say it's so good. And I think I was just expecting a lot. I was expecting ACOTAR 2.0, and this isn't what it is. This is more focused on the politics, and I think because I'm older I would enjoy it more than what I did to it when I was like 15 years old, and I was just like skipping every few lines, skipping to the dialogue, and I really want to enjoy the whole series. Speaking of classic 2015 series, that era, and that is Shadow and Bone. Now the weird thing is I have read Six of Crows, but I haven't read Shadow and Bone, which I feel is crazy and I should be thrown in jail for that. So I decided I should finally just read it because I've heard amazing things and I want to really watch the Netflix show I'm just like, should I watch this? No, I'm waiting to read the book, and guess what? It's been fucking years. It's been years, okay? It's been years. So this is like OG booktube Rex, that Shadow and Bone. So I really want to read this. What is it about? I don't know. I think it's also really politics heavy. I don't know if there's romance. I don't know, but I'm really excited to read Shadow and Bone. In the same universe, we have Six of Crows. And the fact that I wasn't in a hurry to read Crooked Kingdom after I finished this is really telling. And that just tells me I didn't read it. I didn't absorb the content. I didn't enjoy and love it to what I know I would. So I'm really excited to finally read this and enjoy it correctly. The next book I want to read this year is Daisy Jones and the Six. I've read and loved The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, loved the show, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be obsessed with Daisy Jones and the Six. I just know it. Then for the classic girlies, I really want to read Pride and Prejudice this year. I really want to get into more classics, and you know, Pride and Prejudice is just the classic, and this edition is stunning, so I'm excited to read it. You know, did I enjoy the movie? No, but I feel if I'm gonna eat this up and fucking obsess over that fucking movie. I just know it. Then, like I mentioned in my Jan TBR video, I really want to read Caraval. I really want to read the whole series, the whole universe this year, so I'm excited for that. The last book on my physical TBR, I think, for this year is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Don't have a clue what it's about. Just heard good things, and the interior is gorgeous, so that's why I bought it, because it's pretty. So I'm really excited to read this as well. Okay, now moving on to books I don't have. Some of these are only coming out later this year. Some of them I don't even have in my possession yet. Is that weird? I don't think so. The first book I really want to read, not the first book. Which number are we on now? I don't know. Put it somewhere. Book number 11 I want to read this year is Loud. I think it's called Loud, Except Nothing Less Than What You Deserve by Jua Follow. If you don't know who Ju is, she is amazing. I love her content. Super funny, queen, feminist icon, and she wrote a memoir. I think she published a memoir last year, and I just heard so many good things, and I can't wait to get it. It's just really hard to get in South Africa. Like, my bookstores doesn't have it. Amazon says it's still waiting to be released. So I don't know what the hell is going on. 12 is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Now, this is more like one of those books where I told you it's like one of those vibe things. I think it's like about fae and stuff, which is right up my alley. So I think it's about fairy world, whatever, and it just looks so good. I'm even obsessed with the cover. Like, I know people's like, they hate the cover, but I really love the cover. I think it's so fucking cool, and I can't wait to read it this year. Then, something I'm really excited for. I can't tell you how excited I was when this was announced. I even made a TikTok about it. I'm just so obsessed with this, and that is called Wings of Starlight by Alison Shaft. Now, if you've seen the Tinkerbell movies, and especially the winter one where she meets her like twin sister or something, and you learn that they're fairy king and queen, and the non-winter, like the summer fairy queen, they had a relationship, and his wings broke off, and their love was the reason why, and they got their book, and I'm so excited to read it. It's like forbidden romance. I think there's like magic and magic teaching, and angst. I just know there's going to be so much angst. This is YA, so if you don't want any spice, this is a good romance book, I think, for you. And even if you do like spice, I'm still gonna read it. I do like spice in my books, but this, I just need it. I just need that classic romance, and I'm so excited to read it. Then another book coming out this year, which I'm so excited for, which I did mention in my fanfiction video, and that is Alchemized by Cinder New. Now, Alchemized is the published version of Manacled. Yes, it's coming out this September, and I'm so excited to read it. Okay, go watch my fanfiction video if you want to know what Manacled is about. I think you can still read Manacled now, so go do that. I don't know if it's going to be taken down when Alchemized is released, but I'm sure it's always going to be around floating. Someone will have a PDF for you, so don't worry, you'll be able to read it. Next book I really want to read also is the Book of Azrael. Now this is also just a vibes thing. Like, I've heard amazing things. It's been on my TBR for like years. I've always wanted to read it, and I'm just like, I'm at the stage where I'm just like, just read it already, just bite the bullet. So I can't wait to read that. I think this is also like a darker fantasy romance, which is one of my favorite genres, so I'm really excited for that. Then number 15 is called City of Bones. Okay, I mean, if you can see the 2014 era coming in, maybe I just don't want to accept that I'm growing up, so I'm reading all the old books. So I haven't read City of Bones yet. I have watched Shadowhunters on Netflix. Typical Netflix CW vibey show, which is really good. Really liked it. So I'm excited for City of Bones. It's a huge commitment because the series is like 20 books long. But you know, I'm committing. And I'm committing to buying them all in hardcover. That's how you know I'm committing. So, because this is just giving classic booktube 2019. If you know, you know. Another classic, Harry Potter. Yes, okay, we all know J.K. Rowling. We all know we don't like her over here, but I really want to read Harry Potter. It was like monumental for me watching those movies for the first time in 2018. Became my whole fucking personality, like anything does at that age. I was obsessed with Harry Potter, and I think just the books will change everything for me, just bring me that childhood nostalgia, or even you, if you haven't read it, just that childhood nostalgia that you sometimes need to escape into to forget the fact that you're an adult now. So I'm really excited for Harry Potter. Then another booktube classic, which is The Secret Life of Addie LaRue. How haven't I read this? I don't know. I don't know. This is like a time traveling thing, like she doesn't die or something, which sounds really interesting. The vibes are also immaculate. Covers obviously absolutely stunning, so I'm really excited for that. Controversial opinion, I don't like this cover. I don't like the white bluish one, like the UK special edition one. I don't like it. I think it's ugly. I really like the US cover, like the black and the gold. It's like so pretty. I prefer that cover way more than I do this one. Then I don't think number 17, number 16, I don't know, is Conversations with Friends, written by Sally Rooney. Now this book has been out, girl. It has been out. There's even a show called on Prime, I think. And I don't know what it's about. I think it's like a contemporary novel about friends just living their lives, going to college. I know, what is her name? Daisy Edgar Allen Jones, I think it's her name. She plays in that, I think. Don't fucking at me. I think Paul Mescal plays in it. I don't know. But I know Joe Alwyn plays in it, isn't it? So, you know, really want to watch that too. So a friend of mine recommended it to me and said this is a good place to start with Sally Rooney. So I'm kind of reading it for her. So I really want to talk about it with her because she recommended it to me. So I'm really excited to read it. And another release this year is called Summer in the City by Alex Astor. This is Alex Astor wrote Lightlark, I think, a fantasy series. So this is her first romance book. And I don't know, have you seen all the editions of it? There's like a Barnes & Noble edition, Target edition, Walmart edition. There's so many editions of this book. It's kind of crazy. So I'm really excited to read this. This just seems like a feel-good romance book and I'm excited to read it. The cover is also really pretty. It has like that cliche Spanish love deception cover with like the people with no face. So you know it has to be good. It has to be good. And it has to make the moms angry because it looks like a book for children. No, it doesn't. Don't even get me started on that conversation, okay? Then we have Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver, I think. Listen, I don't know what this is about, but if I'm looking at the title, it's giving me the Mindfuck series vibe. That's what it's giving me. So I'm excited for that. Have I read the Mindfuck series? No, I haven't. The premise, interesting though. If I think Butcher Blackbird, I think he's the serial killer, but I don't know, I might be completely wrong. I don't know what the book is about, just heard amazing things, and I think I'm gonna love it. So, and I think the sequel is coming out this year, so that's also cool. The next book is called Medievally Blonde, which I'm really excited for. This is Legally Blonde if it was in medieval times, and it's written by Kate Books on TikTok and Instagram, I think. And the cover is stunning. It's done by my favorite artist ever. I'm putting it up here. It's so pretty. I can't wait to read it. I don't know, I think it comes out in June or July. Not sure, but I'm really excited for that. Then we have King of Sloth. This book has been out. I just don't own it yet, but I really want to continue the series. I have read the first 3, enjoyed them. You know, I will say I've enjoyed them less and less as each book goes on. King of Wrath, loved. King of Pride, okay. King of Greed, what is this? I didn't enjoy that as much as I thought I would. And then it's King of Sloth, which I'm excited for. I'm excited to read it. And then this year King of Envy is coming out, so more billionaire romance to wrap myself in. So it's a good thing. Hey, it's a good thing. Another book coming out this year, which I really am excited to read, is called The Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I think Ali Hazelwood's thing is about writing about women in STEM, and this is no different. It's a college romance. I think I don't know what she's doing, a STEMmy thing. She's doing a STEMmy thing, and she dates the captain of the swim team, I think. I may be wrong. I know it's like STEMmy woman, sporty guy. The 25th book I want to read this year is Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I really want to read the whole series, and that's quite a feat. That's quite ambitious for me to think I'll read that whole series this year, because it's massive and it has such a devoted fan base. But I really want to get into it. Every time someone mentions it, I get so much FOMO, so I'm excited to read it. I'm really excited to read the series. Anyways guys, those are all the 25 books I want to read in 2025. I'm really excited for these. I'm excited for the releases of this year. This year is going to be a good ass year for some book releases. Alchemized, Wings of Starlight, Ali Hazelwood books, Alex Astor books. So many good books are coming out this year, and I'm so excited to read them all. Let me know down in the comments if there are any books you're excited to read this year. Some new releases, some you've had on your TBR since like 2019, like I've clearly had. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Bye. I know that it's delicate. Isn't it?